The email stopped, then the spreadsheets froze. Across the globe, screens went blank. A collective gasp rippled through offices, schools, and homes. It was the digital equivalent of a blackout, but the source was not a power grid failure. Microsoft, the tech giant whose software powered billions of devices, was down. The outage, which began in the early hours of a seemingly ordinary Tuesday, cascaded across continents with alarming speed. From bustling financial centers to quiet rural communities, the internet-reliant world sputtered to a halt. The outage exposed a vulnerability few had considered: our dependence on a single company, a single point of failure in the vast digital network. The impact was immediate and far-reaching. Businesses large and small found themselves unable to operate, schools and universities canceled classes, hospitals struggled to access patient records. The digital world, usually a hive of activity, fell eerily silent. A profound sense of unease settled in, a stark reminder of how quickly our hyper-connected world could unravel. The business world, so reliant on Microsoft's suite of tools, was thrown into disarray. Financial transactions stalled, communication networks went dark, productivity plummeted as employees stared blankly at useless screens. Multinational corporations with operations spanning continents found themselves crippled. Supply chains, heavily reliant on real-time data, ground to a halt. Stock markets jittered nervously as investors struggled to assess the damage. The economic cost of the outage, measured in lost productivity, missed opportunities, and delayed transactions, quickly soared into the billions. Small businesses, already operating on tight margins, were hit particularly hard. Without access to email, accounting software, or online payment platforms, many were forced to close their doors, unsure when or if they would be able to reopen. The outage exposed the fragility of the digital infrastructure upon which so much of the modern economy depends. The impact of the outage extended far beyond the corporate world, disrupting essential services and institutions. In classrooms around the world, lessons were disrupted as teachers and students found themselves unable to access online resources or learning platforms. Hospitals, increasingly reliant on digital systems for everything from patient records to medical imaging, faced critical challenges. Scheduled surgeries were postponed. Doctors struggled to communicate with colleagues. The outage highlighted the potential risks of relying on digital systems in life-or-death situations. Even government agencies were not immune to the disruption. Online services from tax filing to passport applications were rendered inaccessible. Emergency response systems faced delays and disruptions. The outage served as a stark reminder of the pervasiveness of digital technology in every facet of modern life. Beyond the economic and logistical disruptions, the outage revealed a deeper, more human story. The sudden loss of access to the digital world triggered feelings of isolation, frustration, and even panic. Individuals who relied on social media for connection felt cut off from friends and family. Students who depended on online platforms for their education faced uncertainty and anxiety. The outage exposed the extent to which our emotional well-being is intertwined with the digital world. For some, the outage was a minor inconvenience. For others, it was a major disruption to their lives. The experience served as a reminder of the importance of human connection and the need to find balance in an increasingly digital world. Section 5. Unraveling the technical glitch, a simplified explanation. As engineers scrambled to restore service, the search for the root cause of the outage began. The technical explanation, while complex in its details, boiled down to a combination of software errors and unforeseen circumstances. A software update intended to improve system performance contained a critical bug. This bug, when triggered by a surge in network traffic, created a cascade of errors that brought the entire system crashing down. While cyber attacks were initially suspected, Microsoft maintained that the outage was not the result of malicious activity. The company explained that the bug, combined with the unprecedented demand on its servers, had created a perfect storm that overwhelmed its systems. Section 6. When systems cascade experts weigh in. The Microsoft outage sparked a global conversation about the robustness and vulnerabilities of interconnected systems.
Experts in cybersecurity and network infrastructure pointed to the increasing complexity of digital systems and the potential for cascading failures. They argued that, as our reliance on interconnected systems grows, so too does the risk of a single point of failure, causing widespread disruption.
They called for greater redundancy, more robust testing, and a renewed focus on cybersecurity.
The outage highlighted the need for a more decentralized approach to digital infrastructure, one that reduces our reliance on a handful of tech giants. It underscored the importance of investing in resilient systems that can withstand unexpected shocks.
Section 7. Picking up the pieces, aftermath and response. As hours turned into days, Microsoft engineers worked tirelessly to restore service.
Slowly but surely, systems flickered back to life. The world breathed a collective sigh of relief as the digital blackout began to lift. Microsoft issued a public apology, acknowledging the massive disruption the outage had caused.
The company pledged to conduct a thorough investigation and implement measures to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future.
The outage, however, left a lasting impact. It eroded trust in cloud computing and raised questions about the reliability of essential digital services.
Governments and regulatory bodies announced investigations determined to understand the cause of the outage and prevent future disruptions. Section 8. The Cloud of Doubt, Rethinking Digital Reliance. The Microsoft outage forced a global reckoning with our dependence on digital technology. It exposed the fragility of the systems we rely on and the potential consequences of their failure.
Businesses began to question their reliance on cloud computing, weighing the benefits of cost savings and scalability against the risks of outages and data breaches.
Individuals grappled with the realization that the digital world, for all its conveniences, could vanish in an instant. The outage served as a stark reminder that technology, for all its power, is not infallible.
It underscored the importance of digital literacy, critical thinking, and the need to find balance in an increasingly technology-driven world.
Section 9. Forging a Resilient Future, Lessons Learned. The Microsoft outage, while disruptive and costly, offered valuable lessons for individuals, businesses, and governments alike.
It highlighted the importance of resilience, redundancy, and rapid response in the face of digital disruption. Businesses learned the importance of diversifying their digital infrastructure, reducing their reliance on single providers, and investing in backup systems.
Individuals were reminded of the importance of digital literacy, critical thinking, and the need to cultivate offline skills and connections.
The outage also underscored the need for greater collaboration between the public and private sectors to ensure the stability and security of critical digital infrastructure.
It highlighted the importance of investing in cybersecurity, promoting digital literacy, and developing robust response plans for future disruptions.
The digital world, for all its promise, is not without its risks. The Microsoft outage served as a stark reminder of our vulnerability in the face of digital disruption.
By learning from this experience, by building more resilient systems and cultivating a more balanced relationship with technology, we can create a more stable and secure digital future.